The lobby is now full, ladies and gentlemen. The game is about to begin very shortly. I do apologize for the roughly about 8-minute delay we're having. And we're starting to load ourselves into the game, so, well, get yourselves ready. Okay, we're in. The game is loading. Cloud9 versus Vega. Let me know in the chat where your rares and arcanas rest. And, oh, who's going to win, boys? My name's ODPixel. You may remember me from such games as that bloody long one. All right, I think we're ready to get ourselves into the draft. C9. They certainly hate the Night Stalker. First ban every time. Bat Rider and Io. Let's get rid of those. It was to watch. They're not very interesting, are they? Oh, C9, you want to ban out the sniper? That's a good one. Vengeful Spirit first pick. I didn't see that coming. I really didn't. Right, enough of this music. Time to get serious. We've got a game of Dota to cast. I'm ODPixel. This is Beyond the Summit. Start of Season 12. Vega versus Cloud9. Game 1 of the best of 3 series. Welcome, big welcome to everyone joining on the stream today. And as you can see, the draft, well, it's well underway. So far, the picks and bans as I was going through during that song. Night Stalker first ban, Cloud9. They hate that hero. We saw it banned out. I think it was all 3 games yesterday the Night Stalker ban came through. And that was against the side of SFC. And obviously me and Purge were wondering, maybe that's a hero that SFC like to play. And maybe Cloud9, they're just worried about the cheese. Well, I think they're just worried about the cheese because they don't want Vega to be pulling it off. Cloud9, they open the picks with the Zeus. They get themselves the line as well. That very strong support hero who can easily manage on his own if Cloud9 decides to go a little bit greedy. Put someone in the jungle. Lion's going to be fine solo supporting as a hero. The amount of lockdown he's got on his own with the Hex and the stun, it's the Earth Spike, it's pretty massive for one little guy. It's a lot of stuff. Tusk. We're seeing Vega Squadron pick the Tusk up, and again, a hero that we did see played yesterday, and also a hero that seems to be increasingly popular with the teams at this level, and also a hero that's great fun to watch because of all the situations, positive and negative for the team, that you can find yourself in after a nice little snowball. So we'll see what Vega Squadron are able to pull off with it. We're going to see the Juggernaut ban, this time from Cloud9. Eternal Envy, obviously one of the heroes he likes to play and can play very, very well. But not today. We're not going to see that happen. Troll gets banned out as well. So hats off to Cloud9, banning out those heroes that, I mean, if I I want to watch a troll or a jug play, I'll just go and queue on ranked matchmaking. Vega, they're going to ban out the PL, a hero that we saw Eternal Envy play very, very nicely in a bit of a strange game yesterday against the side of SFC, where they picked up a Huskar core. Didn't work out for the side of SFC. Eternal Envy on the PL, very strong. And Vega obviously realized that. Puck's going to get banned out as well, trying to free up the ease of the mid lane, make it a little bit easier for the side. And also Puck, a hero that if they put him on the off lane, the side of Cloud9, would be okay against these two supports so far. Vengeful Spirit with the magic missile, Tusk, with the launch time, preparing the snowball. Two stuns that are going to be very, very easy for the Puck to avoid. So Vega, they don't want to allow that to happen. Cloud9, they're going to pick themselves up the Beastmaster. Okay, and this might be the Beastmaster off lane almost certainly. As I was saying, with the Lion picked up, well, they're not going to really put a Beastmaster with a Lion in lane. They might very well put the Zeus in lane with the Lion. And seeing as it was a first pick Zeus, I would be surprised if they put it mid, because I'm sure Vega, they'll pick a hero that's going to be very strong against the Zeus if Cloud9 decide to put him in the mid lane. So it's almost certainly going to be a big daddy no-tail Zeus support. Lion Misery, we saw it, the carry Lion build eventually came out. He managed to get himself an MKB. He was incredibly rich. We'll see if we're able to see more of those shenanigans this game. Third pick now for the side of Vega Squadron. They've revealed their two supports. Which core are they going to show off first? Perhaps with the Beastmaster being revealed by Cloud9, they'll unveil their offlane hero themselves. 1 minute 20 left on the bonus time. Ticking down. Vega taking their time here. Want to carefully calculate who's going to be okay in a lane against the Zeus and the Lion. Zeus and Lion on his own. A support that is going to be able to keep you harassed right back from the farm in your off lane. And Zeus as well. The amount of spam ability and spells that he can hit down at a huge rate is not going to be nice at all. So let's see what they're able to do with that and what they're going to put in the off lane against this situation. As I said, they're taking their time with this one. Vega, they don't want to rush head first into anything. It's going to be the Morphling. So, well, almost certainly not going to be the offlane hero. So Morphling, a hero as well that Cloud9, they do like to play themselves. It's one of Eternal Envy's pretty strong ones. But Vega, they're going to grab it themselves this game. And perhaps we are going to see that in lane with the Vengeful and the Tusk. And, well, Morphling, I've got to be honest, not seen a lot of Morphling for a while. And, oh, God. Oh, God. We're going to see Cloud there pick up the Naga. I was hoping for some short days today. Short games today. That's not going to happen with a Naga. So we are going to see the Naga picked up for Cloud9. Let's see what he can make happen on this hero. So, Morphling versus Naga. Who can take the game later? I guess just in the fact with the split pushing capabilities. I guess Morphling obviously does have the illusions he can create, but one illusion isn't better than the 3 that Naga has. Yeah, they might have a shorter duration. But the micro, if it's there, it's going to be pretty scary for the side of Vega. Vega, there's your offlaner. They're going to pick up the Phoenix. Now, Phoenix in a lane against the Zeus and the Lion. I guess, I don't know, it's going to be a hard one. Lion's going to be able to try and catch you out when you look for the Icarus dive with the Hex and the Earth Spike. Zeus, I guess, isn't able to do too much apart from spam you down with the Arc Lightning and try and keep you as low as possible. But we'll see how they're able to manage it. We did see a game, I believe it was the other day, where Phoenix was actually ran in the tri-lane. So maybe Vega are going to look to try and twist it that way. That's also another possibility. Final ban now for the side of Cloud9. Vega, if they are going to run this Morphling in the safe lane, they still need a mid hero. And Cloud9 themselves still yet to reveal what they want to run in the mid lane, if this is going to be the Big Daddy No-Tail support Zeus, which I would be surprised if it's not. So they're going to ban out the Broodmother, in fact. So perhaps they're looking at this being a Phoenix support, but that would, I don't think they'd run a Broodmother mid. So Cloud9 with that ban there, I guess just another hero that they want to be cheesed by. And maybe Vega, they can kind of shift around the roles and find space for a Broodmother if they were going to pick it. Anti-Mage is going to be the ban, so anticipating that this is going to be the mid-lane Naga Siren, which I get is definitely a possibility for Cloud9ers. Now they're going to their final pick. This will start to make things a little bit clearer in terms of what they do decide to run this game. Final pick. Who'd you pick up? You've got yourself your Naga. You've got yourself your Beastmaster. You've got yourself those 2 cores. You have your 2 supports. Who'd you throw into the mix there? I guess you need someone who's going to be able to fight in the mid game. Someone who's going to be able to go into fights with the Beastmaster, the Lion, and the Zeus and allow Naga to continue farming. If you're going to see this very kind of passive focus on farming Naga Siren play rather than the full-on aggression, you know, get those drums, get those diffusers and start going for the kills as soon as you can. Cloud9 now. Final pick. What is the call going to be? And I can see all your resident sleepers in chat. I know it's a Naga Siren, but it's not going to be that bad. In before the game is 2 hours long. What's the plan? Cloud9, do they have a plan? Has the Phoenix screwed it up at all? I feel like it hasn't. It's going to be annoying for the Naga in lane. That's something. But I guess, as Vega were anticipating, maybe Cloud9 will shift the Naga into the mid lane. Just to avoid the Phoenix being able to hinder the farm of the Naga with the Fire Spirits. But I don't know if they necessarily do that, because Cloud9, they obviously have two very strong supports. Big Daddy No-Tail and Misery. They're going to be able to keep your core safe in the safe lane. And are going to easily be able to harass back whoever is left in the off lane. And of course, it's looking to be the Phoenix at the moment for the side of Vega. Unless, as I said, unless Cloud9 think that Vega are going to run something like Avenge Core with a Tuscan Phoenix support, which is going to be a bit weird. It would explain why they banned out the Brood. And so we're going to see the Wind Ranger picked up. So that more than likely is going to be the hero that they're going to send into the mid lane. And now Vega, they're going to be able to try and pick something against this hero. And what's the plan? What would be the thing that they want to kind of draft out that's going to catch out everything that Cloud9 has brought to the game so far? I mean, it's there. The game is open for their choosing. Were they really going to go for the Brood? Time is ticking down. Worth noting as well, Vega Squadron aren't playing with their full roster today. They do have Solo standing in. Cloud9, of course, they managed to gather their troops and get everyone in for this one. So, obviously, looking at the sites such as Dota 2 Lounge, the game heavily favouring towards Cloud9. Vega, perhaps we can see them come into this game and give us a little bit of an upset. We always like to see an upset, especially when the enemy team picks a bloomin' Naga. Final 20 seconds. Come on. I want to get going with this. Okay, there's your mid hero. They're going to pick up the Ember Spirit. Okay. Obviously nice against the push that Naga's going to inevitably have eventually. And with the illusions, in that sense. Ember Spirit needs to be careful with his positioning, especially when playing against a Beastmaster, a Lion, and a Wind Ranger. Beastmaster, almost certainly at this point, is going to be saving the ultimate for the Ember Spirit, or the Morphling if he feels he's going to get the kill. These are the two heroes that once he gets a Roar on, if his teammates are there to back him up, if Lion can come in with a quick Earth Spike and a Hex, Ember Spirit is going to be very, very squishy. And I mean, even Wind Ranger, I can see Wind Ranger already. I feel like, wow, it's going to be Big Daddy No-Tail actually on the Wind Ranger. So it is going to be the Big Daddy on the Zeus support, as I believe it was the other day. I'm pretty sure No-Tail picked up the Zeus in the games yesterday. Ember Spirit. Well, we'll see what no one can achieve on this hero. And are we good to go? Yes, we are. Let me remember the overlays. I've been doing a pretty good job of the overlays so far. Let's not go downhill from now. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game. This is Vega versus Cloud9. You're watching here the Star Ladder Season 12 EU Group Stages. And my name's ODPixel. This is going to be a best of 3. This is game 1 between these two sides. And let's have a look at the two sides. Over on the side of the dial, we're going to have Cloud9 for game 1. Misery's going to be on the support line. We're going to have Eternal Envy, of course, on that position 1 Naga. Varta's going to be helping them out. No, he's not. Sorry. It is going to be a Zeus in the mid lane. And it's going to be a Big Daddy No-Tail support on the Wind Rangers. So, okay, switching it around a little bit. Maybe Vega would have anticipated the Wind Ranger to go mid and the Zeus support. Now, Zeus against an Ember Spirit, the harass is going to be there. Ember Spirit, once he gets a few levels with the Flame Guard, with the Searing Chains, has the potential to jump on Zeus. But Varta, if he's able to keep the lane under control, should be able to make it very, very hard for the Ember Spirit to jump on him. And it is, of course, going to be your Bone 7 on the off-lane Brewmaster. Looking over the side of Vega on the Radiant, it's going to be no one on that mid-lane Ember Spirit. Solo's going to be on the support Venge, Screen on the support Tusk. Morphling's going to be farming in that position one. Seam of the Slayer, and here's your Snowball. Straight onto Farta. Oh, Zeus, you're in a lot of trouble, my friend. There's your first blood, but can the side of C9 turn it around? Can they find anything in return? There's your Earth Spike onto Ember Spirit. This would be a very nice kill. Channeling the Windrun, trying to close the gap. Can they kill the Ember Spirit? One more right click's going to do it. Big Daddy No Tail finds a kill in return. Can he find more? He's tickling away at the Tusk. It's going to be a 1-1 trade at the end of the day. So the side of Vega, they find first blood. The first blood gold, who got it? It was the Tusk. So Tusk finds a kill on the Zeus. So... well, I guess, yeah, it's the mid laner of C9 dying to the support Tusk. But in return, and yeah, it's a support killing off the mid laner. So a very even trade, obviously favouring Vega in the sense that they were able to claim first blood after that. And who did the bounty runes go to, actually? So Phoenix managed to get it, and C9. So all in all, fair trade, apart from the fact that Vega, they get the first blood gold, they get that extra bit of bounty on the Tusk, which is going to be very nice. And oh, lane-wise, they're going to run this aggressively. So this is going to be the solo safe lane, Pashi Bashu on the Phoenix. And then an aggressive tri-lane with Seam of the Slayer leading the charge. Well, here's your Snowball onto Misery. I don't know if they're going to be able to chase this one down. Pings come out. EE hiding in the tree line, ready to jump if they go too deep. But I guess this is the thing that you do against the Naga Siren pick. You try and put the pressure on. You try and make it harder for EE to get those big core items online. And well, Vega, that's how they're going to roll. Big Daddy No Tail making the pulls. Can Vega do anything about this? No, they're gonna continue and enjoy it. Take some of the farm and the XP. What's Naga? There's a little bit of farmer under the tower. And well, mid lane, let's have a look at the CSing so far. Zeus up against this Ember. And we already see no one not having a great time. Looking about a great time. Top lane. There's your Snowball onto Big Daddy. The Windrun is going to be long enough. The Earth Spike in return. Very nice. Seam of the Slayer going in. Wants to find the kill. He will find it. Hasn't got any points in Morph. He's getting hit by the tower. Stick charges aren't going to be enough. He'll go down in return. They're going to lose the Tusk as well. It's a 2-for-1 trade on the top lane. And when you run an aggressive tri-lane, this is exactly what you don't want to be happening. Throwing away your lives whilst the enemy core is in range. Getting the XP. They need to be careful. I mean... diving for that kill on the Wind Ranger, arguably really not worth it for the side of Vega, especially seeing as they did lose their core as well. Now, are they going to try and go for something again? There's your Ice Shards onto Big Daddy No Tail. Are they going to look for the Snowball? Maybe. If Solo can get close enough, there's your Magic Missile. They're just pounding away, trying to stagger the stuns. Now they go for the Snowball. Snowball to the face. That is going to be Big Daddy down. Again, these Earth Spikes. Misery. He certainly knows what he's doing on the line. Is he going to be able to get out of there? The punches from Screen not going to be quite enough. Maybe EE can find a kill. He's picked up the bottle. And there we go with the Riptide. He finds the kill on the Vengeful Spirit. Now Screen. Is Screen going to be okay? There's no mana left on EE. Has got a bottle charge in Clarity, but the instances of damage from Morphling going to stop him from being able to get the bottle charge out. And now, well, they want to find a kill in return. EE getting very low, but he's under the tower. They have got a creep, half a creep wave here, a couple of creep range creeps, but Vega not going to want to dive that one. And in fact, if we have a look at that fight recap, it just shows that, well, at the end of the day, the most recent deaths were the Venge in exchange for the Wind Rangers. So 2 for 3, turning up to 3 to 4. This aggressive trial is certainly piling on the pressure, but the trades are pretty even. And if anything, lopsided towards the side of C9, who are feeding off this. And looking at the other lanes, how is it going for the teams? Vega on the mid lane, 18 CS up against the 15 of the Zeus. So pretty balanced. And I think Zeus needs to be a little bit scared now, because as soon as Ember Spirit hits that level 6, he should be able to go for this. Bottom lane talking about going for it. Pashi Bashu very low, Bone 7, ticking down to the Fire Spirits. And a very nice kill there for the solo safe laner Phoenix. And I mean, it was always a lane that was going to be very hard for the Beastmaster. If you're going to send a melee offlaner up against a solo lane Phoenix, you're going to have a hard time. Looking at the CS, it certainly shows. 21 CS on the Phoenix compared to the 11 on the Beastmaster. And top lane Vega continuing to apply the pressure. Misery seeing if he can find a good ring to gank with. It's just a bounty ring on the top lane. So Zeus is going to take that for the bottle charge. It's not worth giving it to Misery. Perhaps if it was an invis or a haste, Misery would have taken it. Seeing if he was able to catch anyone out in this lane. And oh, apologies, bottom lane. Bone 7 finds a kill. I can only imagine I didn't even expend the ult. Phoenix must have just literally been playing with fire there. Oh, I'm sorry I missed that one. So 4 to 5. I'll have a look at the fight recap there. What did he use? Yeah, it was just the Axis. So I guess Phoenix going in a little bit too deep. Top lane, ping's coming out. Are either side going to look for anything here? Doesn't look like it for the time being. Just trying to get some farm on both their cores. Seam of the Slayer, 12 CS. Eternal Envy, 11. So it is very even in terms of farm. But if you look at the XP, there's about level difference. Magic Missile onto Big Daddy. Here's your Snowball. It's got 3 heroes in. It's going to be fairly fast. And Phoenix is actually rotating in as well. There's your Supernova. The Seam of the Slayer trying to find the kill on Misery. Misery might be able to get away from this. Eternal Envy's caught in the trees with the Ice Shards. He does find the kill onto the Tusk. But C9, they lose all 3 heroes from this lane. TP straight back from Wind Ranger. Can she do anything? Well, maybe not, because Bashu, he wants to try and find some more action here. Windrun, it's on cooldown now for 12 seconds. I don't think Big Daddy's going to be able to get out of it. There comes the golden urine from Phoenix, and that is going to be another kill. Standing solo, getting a double kill in this exchange. And 8-6, the pressure from Vega is certainly beginning to pile up. And is it? The question is it just too much for C9? Have they got a plan? Ember Spirit, he's got his phase boots, level 7 now. TPing actually down to the bottom lane. He's got the Tusk here in tow as well. Maybe they can find a fight here. Bones 7, backed up by Misery. Bones 7 now has got the ult. He's got the Primal Roar. Might be able to use that to turn around a gank if Vega decide to jump on it, but looks like not today. No one is going to head for the rune. It's just going to be a bounty. Top lane, there is an Invis rune. Maybe someone can find some action with that. Again, Bashu. Keeping himself very, very low as he tries to find some experience from the mid lane, and now it's going to be Fata with the Invis rune. Oh, hang on. Oh, it was the Phoenix. I just looked at him. I knew it was low. This Phoenix needs to keep his health up. I mean, we saw there, Fata finding a very easy kill there with the Thunder God's Wrath. I think Phoenix forgot he was playing against Azus for a minute. In comes the mid lane. Misery wants to find the Earth Spike. No one needs to be careful here. He's going to be careful enough. Creates the distance. Top lane. Bit of damage going on to Big Daddy. There's a Magic Missile available. Standing solo. Is he going to throw it? Not this time. Maybe next time, though. Rotation from Phoenix coming into the lane. Can they find EE? He is fairly far out now. Hasn't got level 6. This could be bad. Doesn't have Song of the Siren. Eternal Envy is going to get the illusions out, but the damage is just too much by the looks of it. Phoenix as well burning him down. Eternal Envy is going to fall in the top lane. 9-7. Lots of rotations coming out across the map for the side of Vega, and well, for the large part of it, certainly paying off at this point. 7 minutes in, might even be able to do a little bit more damage to this tier 1. Maybe even find a kill. Big Daddy getting caught out by the Magic Missile. Looking for the waveform. There it is. And there's your punches as well. And Vengeful Spirit. 3 for 1 so far. 5 assists. This is where you pick Avenge. Such an active support very early on in the game. And C9 not being able to cope with it. Bottom lane, Bone 7 throws out the Primal Roar onto Ember Spirits. He's being ganked by Screen and no one. I think he goes down here anyway. Has he got any mana for anything? Pops the 1 charges. He's got a Snowball. Tries to deny himself to the Ghost. Not going to happen. Screen comes around the corner, slaps him in the back. And now 11-7 as we come to the 8-minute mark. And Seam of the Slayer should be able to get the tower gold here as well. And at this point of the game, this is really going to shut down the ability for EE to find farm in the safe lane. He's gone for the Poor Man's Shield. He's got, oh, Misery. Bashu. So, look, find themselves another kill. It's going to be the tower going down. Can Seam of Slayer, can he get that last hit tower gold? Yes, he can. Of course he can. He's a pro. Easy job. Easy gold, easy life. But yeah, as I was saying, EE looking to find some farm now in the enemy jungle. Realizes with that tier 1 down on the top lane, his jungle effectively is no longer safe. And talking about no longer safe, mid lane, no one. Went in with the Fire Remnants, getting bursted down in return. But a little bit low on mana. Isn't going to be able to follow through with this one. Screen coming in. Did they try and do the bottle thing there? I believe so. It was dropped and picked up. I assume it worked. EE, can he farm as much as his team needs him to this game? Vega, they know he's here. Ember Spirit drawing out on the map. On the screen, he's going to check it out. Try and bully Eternal Envy back out of his jungle. And well, EE gets caught in the Ice Shards. Lucian's coming out. Here goes Bashu. There comes the Snowball. Song of Siren. It is going to still get stunned, of course. I think he is going to be able to get out of this one. Not going to be able to chase this down. Talking about chasing down mid lane. Hexed up. Ember Spirit. There's your Primal Roar. There's your Earth Spike. Misery going to find the kill there onto no one. 12-8. I mean, C9, they find the kill on the Ember Spirit. Vega, they struggle to try and find the kill on the Naga Siren, and they fail, unfortunately, for the side. And now the push from C9 on this mid lane. Looking at the item progression for the heroes, Fata went for the Arcane into Soul Ring, so a max spam ability, max mana potential. Bone 7, Soul Ring as well on the Beastmaster. Eternal Envy, 700 gold in the bank after his initial Poor Man's Shield. And Ring of Aquila. Now coming up to 10 minutes in, we can have a look at the net worth and see how it's starting to shape up this game. As we see at the top, around coming up to the 4K mark, Zeus, closely followed by the Morphling, and well, the Phoenix now on top of it all. But Naga Siren is 1,000 gold behind the Phoenix solo safe laner at this point, and this isn't a good position for Naga. She is obviously one of those heroes that can farm very quickly if she kind of finds her rhythm, finds the tempo. But 10 minutes in, you certainly want to be hoping that she's going to find it soon. Because so far, hasn't been able to do an awful lot this game, Eternal Envy. Other than the occasional Song of Sirens to get himself the hell out of there. Top lane, Morphling, nice and far out. His farm, obviously in relation to the Nagas, fairly good, 500 gold. It's small amounts, but it certainly is a lead. Now, here we go. Smoke up from Vega. They're sending in the Ember, the Tusk, and the Vengeful Spirit. They know Jackie has returned to his own jungle. Can they do it? No one leading the way. 3 Fire Remnants available. There's a lot of burst damage. Big Daddy No-Tail, he's in a lot of trouble. Here we go. There's your Searing Change. There's your Ice Shards. No-Tail. He knows he's gone. 15 seconds on the clock for him. Out for the count. Now the push can start to come in. Seema the Slayer knows he's a little bit safer here. And oh, apologies, bottom lane. Primal Roar, Primal Roar. Primal Roar was popped. They find the kill on the Phoenix. And mid lane, Fata could be in trouble. Remnant in, no one. And second one that gets the burst damage there. There's your Searing Change. He's going to try and TP out Fata. And I think he gets away from this one. Does solo. Can't quite find the initiation for the swap or the stun. Getting Shackle Shotted up now. Loses only level 1. Oh, it's level 2 Shackle Shot. Oh, actually a swap from solo to get himself out there. Very nice. Snowball as well from Screen to on the retreat. Bottom lane, Eternal Envy starting to do the creep skip. Trying to get some pressure and damage done to this tower. It's fairly low. Unless tower gold at this point could mean an awful lot here for the Naga Siren. 1.8k gold now on EE. Measuring Bone 7. Oh, just looking to clear the Ancients at this moment in time. They haven't been able to stack it, unless I've missed it. Apologies if I have. I haven't seen the Beastmaster look to stack the Ancients so far this game. Now mid lane, Vega, they've got a few heroes. Solo heading to the high ground. No one's close behind him. Bottom or EE getting caught out a little bit here by Pashi Bashu. There's your Remnant. Oh, there's your Searing Chains. A beautiful timing there with the stuns and control means that, wow, EE can't get off the Song of the Siren. Bone 7 with an Invis Rune. Has got the Primal Roar. Can they turn this one around with the 3 of them? Misery and No-Tail. They're going to try. There's your Shackle Shot onto Solo. Here comes Bashi Bashu. He hasn't got the Supernova though, of course. It was just popped. There's your Magic Missile onto No-Tail. He is going to tick down. There's your Roar finally coming out onto the Phoenix. Fairly low after the Thunder God's Wrath Vega. But there's your Snowball. Screen and Solo coming in. Punch into the air. 3 for 2 so far. Fata and Misery are able to pick off the Ember Spirit and the Phoenix in the back. Smoke is popped. Solo's trying to get out, but he's going to get zapped by Fata. Now Screen on the retreat. TP in aggressively from E. Can he find the net? Oh, he's got the Song of Siren. It was cancelled before. This time we're going to see it come out. Snowball in return, trying to buy himself some time. Screen, trying to allow Seema the Slayer to get out, or maybe not. Seema wants to go in. He's getting sucked off here by Misery. And he's not going to be happy with that. Screen, he slaps the bird. Peter, please. 16-13. And after that fight, I believe EE, I didn't buy back then. It was just the cooldown obviously was very low on his respawn at this point of the game. 2 for 3. 3 assists mid lane. Maybe it's going to bet even more. Here comes Bashi Bashu. Big Daddy No-Tail getting caught here. The net does come out to the Ember Spirit, but it's not going to stop him from finishing off the Wind Ranger with the help of the Phoenix. Now, a bit of pressure coming down onto this mid tier 1. 17-13. Vega at this point certainly having the upper hand. XP wise, went up to the side of Vega. Looks like C9 after that fight, they're managing to bring it back. It's only about a 1.5k gold lead for the side of Vega. So something that can definitely be turned around, especially when your side has a Naga Siren. there's always going to be the potential to just find that kind of 5-minute window to focus on farming, get those big items online. Mid lane, there's your ice shards, there's your snowball, there's your dead Zeus. Zeus just a little bit alone there and a little bit out of position. Getting caught out. Maybe they go for more solo. See if you can find a swap into a stun. And Notes out at the moment in the Radiant jungle. Maybe wanting to try and wrap around the back here. Because Vega seemed pretty content on continuing the push. Morphling gets the final hit there on the tower. And now the net worths, they're starting to separate. 6.4k coming up onto Seema. Eternal Envy only just taking 4.6. So coming up to a 2k difference. Big Daddy No-Tail is in a big load of trouble. Tusk, they don't know he's there. I think they know he's about, but they don't know quite where he's gone to. And it looks like he's going to be safe for the time being. TP just come off cooldown. Is No-Tail just going to bail? Yeah, he's just going to get himself out of there. Mid lane, I don't think Misery is though. He turns around, offers himself to the fist of screen. Punched into the air. That's going to be another kill for this Tusk, who's been very effective this game. 7 kills on the Tusk, 3 assists. He's only gone down 3 times. Vega's game plan definitely seems to be working out. Ping's coming out of the top lane. C9, they really don't want to give away this tower gold. Oh no, sorry. Vega don't want to give away the tower gold to C9. It's going to be a snub. We're just coming in to clear out the Necro units. And it is, of course, this Necro's level 1 at the moment. Bottom lane, Seema might be able to find himself another tower. He's found the last hit on the top and the middle. He wants to make it a full house. A little bit more gold in his pocket at the bottom, but no one actually with the double damage rune. Maybe Ember looks to take this. They're going to let Seema have it? No, of course not. Ember wants the glory. He wants the bounty. Here comes the fight. Searing chains onto Big Daddy. Supernova has been popped on the back of this fight. There's your Thunder God's Wrath. There's your finger from Misery. Nicely picking off the Morphling. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Misery getting caught out now in the trees. There's a sleight of fist with the double damage online. A lot of damage coming out. Somehow Phoenix was able to claim the kills, though. Double kill going to Pashi Bashi. 21-14. And for a game that's only 17 minutes young, this is a very hectic, very exciting game coming out from both sides. And a game that they're definitely both in. This game certainly isn't over for C9. They have the potential to come back. No one in the tree line. Goes for the TP. He's going to make it. Vega, do they want to try and fight here? They've only got the Phoenix and they've only got the Venge. Shackle shot isn't going to latch. No one's still working on that Battle Fury. He's got the Perseverance to go for the Phase Boots and the Aquila first. Mid lane, Screen, farming with the Snowballs. Ping's coming out. They're going to go for the smoke. There is a ward here, but it didn't catch it. So C9, they've got the chance with it. Actually, a lot of pings coming out. They saw him summon the boar. They saw the boar come out of seemingly nowhere. And they were like, mate, they're smoked. Seema, get the hell out of there. So a little bit of technically a misplay there from Bone 7, summoning the boar. Because they know about this, and they're going to keep Seema there. And Vega, they're just going to react to it with their own smoke. This is really smart play from Vega. If they can take the fight, Thunder God's Wrath comes out. Doesn't do any damage, of course, but does reveal the location of the heroes. Bone 7 getting caught out by the magic missile. Ice Shard thrown into him as well. Throws out the Primal Roar. It's not going to be enough, or is it fine? Pashi Bashu, no, Pashi Bashu's fine. Lion's going to be able to TP out. And C9, they do get everyone else out. But at the end of the day, they look for a rotation. They send in 5 heroes. They come back with just 4. And they're not able to take anyone off the side of Vega. And Seema is able to continue farming. 7.9, coming up to 8k net worth now on this Morphling. Eternal Envy at the moment, still struggling in the 6k. He's got his relic though. Radiance is going to be online in about 1,000 gold. Timing wise, obviously it's not great, but as soon as that Radiance comes online, it's essentially for Naga a level 2 Midas. If the micro's there, the amount of farm and golden XP she should be able to achieve from all of the lanes it's going to step up a lot, and we should see the net worth change quite a bit unless Vega are able to continue this aggression and well, kind of finish the game really. before the Radiance comes into full effect on this Naga Siren. Well, top tier 2 taking a lot of damage here. C9 doesn't look like they're going to defend it. Bone 7 and Eternal Envy in the mid lane. Maybe looking for a push of their own. Tier 1's fairly low. Should be able to find it with this one. There's a wraparound though here. Creep Nova available. Are they going to try and fight this? There's your Song of your Siren straight away. Bone 7 does actually get caught out by the snowball. There is a magic missile. There's a punch. There's a swap from Solo. It says, Tusk, get back. I want the kill. It's going to be Morphling who does find the kill. They don't even get the tower the side of C9. Tusk is able to get the deny. And well, Misery and Fata need to be a bit careful here. There's no wards from Vega in their own jungle, so they don't quite know where these two heroes have headed to. But looking at themselves, Vega with the double damage and with one hero down on the sides of C9, and the fact that they know Song of Siren is on cooldown, now's the time to go for Roshan. And go for Roshan. Well, Thunder God's Wrath comes out, but it's a little bit too late. Vega, they've got this. Ember Spirit picking up the Aegis. 23-14. Legion comes out. They throw a little bit on it. But Eternal Envy with the micro there. It was only just an illusion. And Lion, is it? Oh, I think, yeah, he was looking for the courier. Doesn't find it, and now Misery is going to TP himself straight out of there. Doesn't want to risk walking back around the lanes. Knows that C9, Vega might be able to catch him out. 23-14, net worth. It's becoming bigger and bigger. Has he got his Radiance? Yes, he has. So Eternal Envy's got the Radiance online. And he's still got fairly good control of his jungle. I guess there is a ward here from the Radiance. So they are going to be able to keep tabs on how EE is doing in terms of farm. And maybe they'll respond to his growth and progression in terms of how focused they are on heading into the dire jungle themselves and looking to pick off the Naga. And maybe they'll look to do that as some of these big items come online. Tusk now with a Blink Dagger. Phoenix now picking up the level 3 Necromonicon with the help of that Midas she's had for most of the game. And of course, the classic old Ember Spirit picking up his Battle Fury. Not the quickest of timing, but nonetheless, something that's going to really help for the push, really help for the defense as well. And help immensely in terms of dealing with the illusions coming in from Eternal Envy. Solo in the mid lane. Phoenix coming in as well. Here's the illusions. Here's the Radiance burn. And here is why Naga, just disgusting. The illusions come in. One Riptide. Goodbye to your push. The creep wave's gone. And those were Naga illusions. They got magic missile to stun them up. They tried to do everything to burst them down. It wasn't quick enough. And this, yes, a Naga with just a naked, essentially a naked Radiance hike. You can argue that the Aquila's helping with the stats slightly, but still. These aren't very scary illusions. And even at this point, EE starting to be a huge issue for the side. They're going to try and push. They have managed to get one creep wave through. Is it going to be enough to take down this tier 2? They're going to certainly hope so. Solo on the front lines. Big Daddy No Tail looking for an opening with the power shot. It's going to go through. He actually gets dodged by the Sleight of Fist. By no one. Blink out from Fata as no one does head straight up to the high ground, just in case anyone's there. They're going to try and continue the push. They've got one range creep to do it, so the backdoor regeneration is going to go down, and there's actually a lot of damage coming from Vega. This tier 3 is going down at an incredible rate, and they might be able to, well, they're going to get away with it. TP's coming back from C9. In comes Eternal Envy. Has got the Song of the Siren. Is going to pop it. Bone 7's getting swapped in. Bone 7's going to go down. He doesn't want to save the Beastmaster. Massive Earth Spike, though. Thunder God's Wrath, pretty huge as well. They've lost the Venge. They've lost the Ember Spirit, but he, of course, does have the Aegis. Comes back into the fight. Only one person down on the side of Vega, effectively. Two to go down on the side of C9, but there was a buyback, in fact, from Lion. Big Daddy is burning out. The Song of the Siren is not going to save him. Misery as well. He could be in a lot of trouble. Eternal Envy centers himself in the middle of the fight. Here comes just Sleight of Fist, though. That's going to be 3 heroes down on C9. He's trying his best to clean up. Can he do it? I think he goes down here as well. He will. It's 4 heroes down on the side of C9. You got to remember that Lion brought back as well. It's Zeus on his own. Can he find a kill in return? He's bottling up. Blinks in. Powers down onto the Ember Spirit. Can he find Seema the Slayer as well? 1v1 me, mate. Morphling versus Zeus in the mid lane. Can they do it? Ah, Zeus is a little bit off point. Seema turns around. Shove off, mate. And Zeus is just like, you what? And he gets out of there. So, well, at the end of that fight, 5 for 4 at the end of the day. Buyback did come out from Lion. So, Vega, they're going to be happy with that. Happy with that in the sense as well. They were able to force the high ground and take the tier 3. Even in a game where he was positioning himself right here, trying to block out all the creep waves he could. But the one creep wave that they let through was all that Vega needed to do that, do the damage to the structures. And well, Eternal Envy now with the bots, going to be able to look for every possible avenue of potential farm. And at the moment, Radiant Jungle. We see EE do this an awful lot. Always heads into the enemy jungle if possible, if he feels it's safe to do so. And the illusions with the Radiance burn. Going to be able to clear out quite a bit. And we are going to start seeing these big items coming out for Eternal Envy fairly shortly on top of the Radiance. But he certainly does still need a bit of time. And if Vega continue to push like they just did now, that time isn't going to be there for C9. 28 to 18. Looking at the XP graph, as you see, did go up to about 8k in terms of difference. It's gone down a little bit after that team fight, after C9 were able to find some kills in return, but the net worth is about 12,000. And 12,000, 25 minutes, it's not great. It's not something that you can't recover from, but it's a position that you don't necessarily want to be in, especially if your Naga's farm hasn't been too brilliant 25 minutes in it. Now here comes the push again. They're going to try and take the racks. Maybe they can do so here. Fully stacked up, ready to go. Song of Siren back off cooldown for the side of C9. They can use it defensively and they might need to do so. In come the Necro units. Heading away. They're going to go for the racks. Here's your Supernova. Can they burst it down? Song of the Sirens actually popped, and this is going to allow them time to get a few chips in, but they're going to back up and realize they can't do it for the time being. Power Shot comes through, but they're still under the effects of the song, so it's not going to do any damage. Big Daddy No-Tail gets punched into the air. Bone Sim gets swapped back. Primal Roar onto the Phoenix. It's going to be a 2 for 2 so far. 3 for 2 actually. They did kill the Naga. Naga has bought back, wants to get back in this fight. Eternal Envy feels like they can find some kills in return. Looking for the net, blinking from Fate. He's going to get caught out by the Slight Fist. Searing Chains aren't there to follow up. Oh, and in fact, no one! He goes back in, he wants to get the racks, he might find kills here as well! Searing Chains onto Bone 7! He's got to run faster, comes back in time. Oh, he's the god that EE needed. Shutting down the Ember Spirit before Ember Spirit was able to chase this one down. And EE had just brought back in that one. And that fight, again, another really messy one. 3 for 4, buyback coming out from the Niagara Siren. And they do lose the melee racks in the mid lane 27 minutes in. You know, arguably, not a huge issue for a team who have got a Naga with a Radiance. You're still going to be able to push the lane out. But it's a lane where E's farm is going to be heavily stinted. He's not going to get nearly as much gold as he'd hope at this point. Some fairly big items coming out for C9. You know, Fate, he's picked up a Refresher Sword now on top of the Blink and the Bloodstone. He's got a lot of charges as well in these Bloodstone. 16 charges. I mean, we've seen every fight with the Blink Dagger. He's been able to position himself very carefully. And it's normally there for the final pickoffs. And, well, I'm sure if we look at the KDA, he's got to have died the least, yeah. Only 3 deaths on Fate. He's been playing very, very safe this game, and it's been paying off. Bottom lane. Pashy Bashu. Earth Spike. Goes to the Necro units. Isn't going to be able to find the Phoenix. Phoenix lasering himself up to the cliff. He's trying his best to do so. Could be in trouble. He needs some kind of response from the rest of his team. And he is going to get it. He pops the Supernova. It is going to get destroyed. But this might have paid off in the sense he's going to buy time for Vega to come in and find kills in return. But Song of the Siren from E. He's going to be able to box himself out. Big Daddy picks himself up a TP. Bone 7. Oh, God. His TP's on cooldown. They've left the Beastmaster to die. Oh, the humanity. He's going to go down and... Whoa, okay. Phoenix has bought back. Phoenix? And cancels the TP. Well, he's been having a good game, so let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Even so, Vega, it's looking great for them. They're on the tier 2 now. 33-2-2 on the scoreboard at this moment in time. Now, can they try and take a second tier 3? With the Crystallis now on the Ember Spirit as well. Drum Charge as well. They're certainly in fighting shape. Seema. Chakra Shot comes out. Isn't going to latch. Morphling's going to be fine. Popping the Flame Guard. Flame Guard now, no one. Maybe looking to go to a high ground. They know that E hasn't got the song. There's your Blinking. There's your Hex. Beautiful swap from Solo. There's your Slight Fist doing so much damage. Misery's going to go down. Can they find the Zeus as well? There's your Walrus Punch. The slow's going to kick in. There's your E-Blade from Seema. They can't quite burst the Zeus down. In come your double Thunder God's Wrath. The damage is insane at this point of the game. And Solo and no one, they've got to get themselves out of there. Alongside poor old Tusk screen. And let's have a look at that recap. It was a 2-for-1. And 29 minutes in, that was one of the first favorable team fights we've seen coming from Cloud9 in at least the last 15 minutes or so. And he's managed to find himself the Yasha. So he's getting there. He's getting there, bless him. But net worth-wise, it really is this Zeus. Vata playing out of his mind. 2.2k gold in the bank. What does he go for next? Does he pick himself up some boosted travel so he can help for the pushes, help for these fights that happen globally, or is he going to go for the Aghanims at this point? He's stocking up on the TPs. Maybe just wants to keep his gold intact, just in case a buyback is required. Ember Spirit, 2.6k, coming up to, well, 2.7k. Closing in on completing the Daedalus. Only needs about 800 gold to boot. And that big boy's going to be online. Big Daddy. Not having the best of games, unfortunately, for himself. Has died 11 times so far. I've got to give him credit for the 15 assists he's been involved in. 15 out of 24 for the team isn't too bad. But is it enough when your team's running this Snaga Siren? And EE needs to be very, very careful at the side of Vega, because they can quite easily burst him down. It's going to be hard for Vega to stop the Song of the Siren coming out every time. In the sense that in terms of stuns, I mean, yeah, they've got the Searing Change, which can cancel the cast animation, but that's only a tiny little thing. Tusk, of course, with the Snowball. The Magic Missile's there as well. Morphling, if he is obviously able to shift his abilities, he has got that fairly hefty stun with the Adaptive Strike. But especially with the E-Blade picked up, more than likely you're always going to be looking for the extra damage rather than the extra disable. Solo pops the ward out. And this ward here, though, they saw Solo go in and out, and they know it's there. Zeus is going to be able to easily deward that one for the side. Onto the illusions. The illusions being a little bit of an issue here for Vega. Trying to clear them off the map as quick as they can. They know that if they let those illusions into the jungle, Eternal Envy's going to find himself a creep camp to take. Remnant out into Roshan. Look at this warding from the side of C9 all around the pit. They want to know when the fight kicks off, and they want to take the fight if it kicks off. And well, here we go. Pings are coming out. Vega, they've headed into the pit. On the Radiant Jungle, it's going to be Lion. He actually fingers the Phoenix. That's going to be the first kill. Vega, they're a man down. Maybe this is enough to scare them off. Are they going to commit to this one? Certainly looks like they want to try to. With the Daedalus onto the Ember Spirit, they're certainly doing a hell of a lot of damage with the Wave of Terror as well, removing the armor. And it looks like they're going to man up and try and take it. Is there going to be a Song of the Siren still? Eternal Envy's got it. Oh, he tries to pop it, but the Snowball, beautifully timed. And he's down. 75 seconds on the clock. Beautiful play there from Vega. Two heroes fall on the side of C9. They only lost the Phoenix at the start of this fight. Primal Roar onto Ember Spirit. The Magic Missile, no one. As soon as he comes out this turn, he's going to try and turn this. But Thunder God's Wrath does come through, gets him very low. Vata, is he going to get caught up here? By Seam of the Slayer, denies himself. Misery comes in with the Hex onto the Morphling. Now the mana comes out. Give me your mana. Seema says no. But it's already too late. He's out of mana, can't fight back into that one. But that was definitely a fight that could have gone a lot worse for Vega if C9 had got the song off. Great timing of the Tusk Snowball. Literally hit Eternal Envy as he was pressing the button. I mean, we saw, I was clicked on the Naga and we could see it was just pressed as the stun came through. And Aegis, of course, who was it picked up by? Was it? It was the Morphling, yeah. So Morphling's still with the Aegis intact as well after that fight. And let's have a look at the differences now. It's going up and down. The farm on the side of C9 is helping them, but the gold-wise is kind of leveling off at this 10k difference. It's Vata that's holding them in there with his 17.5k net worth, I tell you that. It's a very rich Zeus. 4k now. On top of the Bloodstone, on top of the Refresher. One very rich kid. And well, that's where his money's going to go. He's going to go for the BKB. Just to ensure that, I mean, with the Bloodstone, he's got 2k health. That's a lot of health. And with that, he's going to be able to ensure that he can just head straight into the center of the fight. Ensure that every spell he's popping off is tickling them all down with the static field. And there's your Thunder God's Wrath. Where are they all at? They're down there in the bottom. Vega, Bashu. Maybe a little bit worried that C9 are in the close neighborhood. Yeah, this ward here, so it would have had to be a smoke if C9 were going to try and go for it. Misery. 1,300 gold now on top of the Blink Dagger. Unless this game goes on for 3 hours, which I might jinx it by saying this, I don't think we're going to see the MKB coming out in the line this game. Like we did yesterday from Misery. Which is good fun. E, how's his farm doing? After the Yasha, 3.6k compared to 3.7k gold. We'll see what kind of big stat item he's going to go for next. What's he going to invest in? I'll be surprised if he finishes off the Manta, just in the sense that he's playing up against... Oh, okay. He's playing up against an Ember Spirit with Slight Fist with Battlefield weekly, but perhaps he just feels the micro, splitting up the illusions, is going to be worth it. And there we go. So now we see the Manta style complete on Eternal Envy. C9 all heading back into the base. Are they going to look for some kind of smoke here? The Zap comes out, checking for a ward in the base. There isn't any ward up here. The ranged racks very, very low on the mid lane. Ember Spirit trying his best to clear out these illusions, and, well, Morphling takes one for his own. Says thanks for the farm, Naga. $36-minute rune. There's going to be double damage at Haster and Invis. Anything that they can do some aggression with. It's just going to be the bounty. Top lane's the illusion. And here we go. C9 smoke up. They want to get this game back under their control. And they're going to do their best to do it, because Screen actually goes in very aggressively with the snowball onto Misery. BKB Pop can even find the kill. He needs another punch. I think Misery might get away from this. He's trying to chase this one down. The fight is kicking off. Ember Spirit doing a lot of damage, but he gets Primal roared up, and no one gets swapped out at the last moment. He gets another Slight Fist in, but it doesn't matter. He's dead. A lot of people here dying on the side of Vega. They're chasing them down here, but also here, Song of the Siren onto the Tusk. 3 for 2 so far. Let's go back to this Tusk and Eternal Envy action. Blink out from Tusk. I think he's going to be okay. But Vega, shaking up a little bit there. The smoke paid off for C9. 3 for 2 trade, and they find the kill on December Spirit. He's been having a pretty damn good game. Seema the Slayer just gets himself straight out there, heads to the top lane. Continuing to push. E-Blade, Lincolns, and BKB. It's going to be quite hard to catch out. They send in the Naga Illusions. It's going to bring him low. Thunder God's Wrath, hello. It's back online in 40 seconds. Okay, in 40 seconds, yeah. Seema, of course, he knows the timings. He's keeping track of these Thunder God's Wrath. I'll be surprised if we see the Morphling caught out. I'm sure he's on board with it. He's all clued in. A lot of ping-ins. I think this is the side of Vega, actually. Potentially getting the supports to get some vision back up on his map. Solo. Haven't actually got any wards out on themselves at the moment. So they're only going to be able to look to continue. Just find a bit of farm in the jungle. And C9 pressured into their base, but being pressured into their base isn't something that a Naga minds at this point. Can always sit back, send those illusions out, reap the benefits, take home the dollar. And 3.3k now, on top of the completed Manta star that we saw him Eternal Envy do only literally a couple of minutes ago. And net worth, as we can see, starting to spiral up the scoreboard. 17k is only 1,000, 1.5 to be precise, behind the Morphling. Slight Fist. Just checking it out, seeing who's in the jungle of the die. And is there anything more to be said? Oh no, it changed. We're fine. We're fine. My obsession with that number is not healthy. Shiva's Guard now picked up onto the Phoenix. Level 17 as well. Maybe they can look for something big with this maxed out Supernova. There's 4 heroes on the side of C9 stuck to pressure bottom. Bone 7 TPing in actually onto the bird into the middle of nowhere. This just offers himself up. I mean, yeah. Boost of travel does work when you TPG a bird. Bone 7. Nice one. I guess he didn't expect the entire team of Vega to be there. But, I mean, wow, that was... Yeah. You know, I don't like to question professionals because I'm obviously not one. But I want to know what was going through the mind of Bone 7 there. Mid lane. Solo, can he finally find the kill onto this tower? Well, in fact, they're going to go for bottom. Tier 3. Necro units are sent in. Ember Spirit looking to jump in. He's going for the BKB next. He's about 1,000 away from picking up that final Battle Fury to match up with the recipe. Keeping the pressure on. EE. Lots of money in the bank for him. 4.6k. There's your Shiva's Guard. There's your Supernova. It's just a zoning one, though. They're just using it to buy time to get some damage on the tower. Fortification is going to come out straight away. Pashi Bashi's going to stay on the front of the lines. And when it actually gets hexed up, Icarus dives a little bit too far. Will go down. Here's your Song of the Siren. Can they find a big... I don't know, just a big angle of initiation. Misery looking for the Earthspike. BKB popped straight away from the Morphling. There's your Snowball. Bone 7 getting stunned out here. BKB now popped by the Tusk as well. It's now the Morphling on a killing spree. Ember Spirit getting out a lot of damage as well in this fight. And there's your Sleight of Fist. Massive Zeus and Earthspike from Misery catching them out. And the burst damage now that the BKBs have worn off. Vega, they're just melting. It's going to be 5 heroes down. Seema. Oh, Seema the Slayer. Seema, the player, gets himself out at the last possible moment there to his illusion. But it is going to be 4 heroes down. Vega, they do take the melee racks, though, so damage is done. Damage is certainly done. But they do lose a fair bit for it. Naga Siren didn't go down in that fight. Now 2k gold off. She has spent half of her gains on the Diffusal Blade. So E now at this point, with the illusions... Gonna hit fairly hard, especially if he's able to catch out Vega when their BKBs are on cooldown. We are obviously seeing the mass BKBs. Was he able to buy it? Well, Ember Spirit was able to buy the BKB there before he died, so that's pretty fortunate for himself. BKB, of course, has already been picked up on Tuscan by this Morphling. On top of the BKB now, looking even scarier as he's 2 Ultimate Orbs into an Eye of Skadi. He's going to be very tanky indeed. The other side, just with the Blink and the Necro, with the Blink and the Yules, Wind Ranger hasn't quite managed to find anything else yet. And other than the BKB, Ultimate Orb's been picked up. Oh, jeez. Oh. They take down the Radiance Courier. That is not what you want to be happening when some of these big items are intending to come out to you. We'll see this there, heading to the shop. He wants to find the Skadi. There we go. There's his Skadi. But is he going to get caught out here? No, he's got the backup of the Ember Spirit. And all in all, I think Seema the Slayer, very fortunate that he didn't spend the money trying to get the Skadi onto the Courier. Unfortunate that C9 did kill the Courier before it had the point boost down the Orb of Venom on. Well, Lion goes down. Song of the Siren was popped just to save Eternal Envy's backside. 43 to 33. Coming up to 43 minutes into the game. And Vega, they just want to keep this pressure on. Top lane, Ember Spirit looking to skip the creeps, just keeping them down, making sure the push from the rest of his team comes in as quick as possible. Ideally, so they can push before the Lion's up. Because Misery Lion is something that you need to be scared of. And oh, hello. Oh, no. He didn't do it again, did he? Bone 7. He literally did. I think the bird came out. He boosted traveled in. The Tusk and the Phoenix. Oh, sorry, the Tusk and the Morphling just find themselves a kill. Are they going to find themselves a kill at top? E coming in, but he doesn't have Song of the Siren available for a couple of seconds. He's got it now. Supernova comes out. Solo swapping back no one to keep him protective for the majority of this fight, because C9, they don't want to fight this. They want to get themselves out. Now come the illusions. BKB popped by Vata, taking a lot of damage now for the Thunder God's Wrath. He's got the Refresher's Orb available in 20 seconds, so if he can keep Vega low, maybe he can look to go again. There's your Warrior's Punch onto the Tiny God. Puny God, he goes down. He's only down for 23 seconds, though, thanks to the Bloodstone charges, and he has got buyback available as well. Misery is back up for the side of C9. And Vega, they start to push. Can they get this tier 3 down? There's your Song of the Siren. Misery blinking in. Nearly pops the Earthspike. I think Solo's pretty dead here. There's a finger available as well. I'll be surprised if Venge gets out of this one. Beautiful timing there. Earthspike. There's your finger. It's not quite enough, actually. Solo offers himself to the gods, though. Just wants to get the Earnest Shadows charge out onto EE and the Magic Missile. And he will do so. But that is all. And he does lose his life. And C9, it definitely feels like they're struggling at what Vega are throwing at them at this point. It really, really does. XP-wise, up and down and up and down and up and down and up. Up to about 10k advantage for the side of Vega. Gold-wise, it's always been in the favor of Vega. It's kind of slowed down in progression and evened off, but still around the 9k lead. All right, double damage rune is spotted on the bottom lane. Roshan is up. It's still 25 seconds before Vega have their full roster available. Can C9 use this? No, they want to use this to find a kill. And Seema the Slayer, can they burst him down? Can they control him? I think they can with the Primal Roar and the finger to the backside, giving him the Japanese flag backside treatment. Misery there with a very severe fingering. And now they're going to go for Roshan. And I think they get it. Barta backed himself out. He's not needed for this one. Necro units, Beastmaster with that passive. Extra bonus 45 attack speed from them all. It's like a poor man's Troll Warlord, but it gets the job done. Popping the song as well, just in case Vega were going to look to zip him with the Ember Spirit. Eternal Envy just keeping it safe at this point. Heart is now picked up in tandem with the upgraded Diffusal and, of course, the Aegis. So Naga Siren looking very, very scary now. 45-35 net worth. Naga, he's made it. You know, we were talking about him when he was a few thousand behind people on the side of Vega, but now he is top of the board in comparison to them. Just below is Zeus. And if this game goes on for, well, another good 5 more minutes, and C9 don't lose too many painful team fights, they've certainly got a shot here. They've certainly got a chance. I mean, taking the Naga late game, not something you necessarily want to be doing as opponents. You have got a Morphling, but we've seen just there. If C9, if they focus everything down onto this Morphling, they can blow him up before he even gets a chance to think about getting out of there. Pipe now picked up on Solo. It's going to be a big, big pickup against the Zeus, but Zeus has big pickups of his own. Cypher Vice now complete as well. Smoke up from C9. Bone 7. Big Daddy No-Tail. Misery. Following Fata in. Maybe seeing if they can bait some aggression from Vega. Blinking from Zeus. Is there anyone in the mid lane that's going to fall for it? Doesn't look like it. Vega at the moment, keeping themselves back. Keeping the lanes pushed out as much as they can evenly, because they know they're going to be playing up against the pressure of an Naga Siren. And with the smoke, it's going to follow EE down to the bottom lane. And well, oh, Ember Spirit. Has he got a Remnant out? I think he has. He's already popped one, but he's not going to be able to get to it if he gets hexed up and stunned up like that. 90 seconds now. No one on the Ember Spirit. He's out of the game. Buyback status. Let's have a look at him. I don't think he's got enough gold. No, 300 gold short. EE, he's going straight in. Maybe this is it. Maybe C9 can look for the team fight that's going to help them change the tide of this game. Snowball in return from the Tusk. He's going to be going in onto the Naga Siren. In comes Pashi Bashu. He doesn't cancel the Icarus dive and look for the Supernova. BKB now popped by the Tusk. They want to fight into this. Eternal Envy getting fairly low. There's Fata on the front lines. He's still got the Refresher's Orb available. He can get a second Thunder God's Wrath in. Oh, it doesn't latch, unfortunately. She's been dropped. Gives it to the Naga Siren, and Eternal Envy, he's back to full strength. Thank you for the Gorgonzola, he says. He heads up to the high ground. And Pipe has already been popped. Now here's the opening. Carter with the Scythe, with the Blink, with the Refresher. He can hex up 2 of these heroes if he feels like doing so. Seema the Slayer, of course, with the Lincolns and the BKB. It's going to be a trick one to catch out. There you go. They pop the Lincolns. Net comes out as well. There's your Supernova. They want to try and focus it, but they can't. The E-Blade doing so much to E, but he has got the Aegis. BKB isn't going to save your Zeus. That is going to be the Zeus and the Beastmaster down. Make that the line as well. Eternal Envy is all alone now. Oh my Jesus. Doodles. He tries to sing, but he's going to be from the gravestone. 4 heroes down on C9, and maybe no, don't make that 5, because Big Daddy No-Tail got himself out there. Buyback from Lion. A very, very early buyback, that. His creep wave is pushed right out of here. It's not as if the lane was in too much trouble, but, well, that stumps me, that one. Boots of Travel are picked up by the Phoenix. And, oh, hang on. Seema. Big Daddy No-Tail. I don't know what he was doing, but Morphling's found a kill. And well, maybe this is an opening. Wind Ranger now down for 50 seconds. Beastmaster off the map for 15. Eternal Envy does have buyback, and he might just need to use it. Song of the Siren is back on cooldown off cooldown in 10 seconds. There we go. He buys back, TP straight in, but no one. He wants to fight. BKB pop. There's your sleight of fist. Eternal Envy actually so tanky with this half Duras, but the percentage-based damage from the Phoenix, oh my goodness, he's down for 90 seconds. Jackie Mayo, oh, this is it. I think C9 are in a lot of trouble. Can they turn this fight faster with the BKB? But look at the damage coming out from Ember Spirit. There's 3 heroes on the deck. It might be the Zeus going down as well. And cut the punches. He does hex up the Ember Spirit, but he's only going to be a little piggy for a short amount of time. There comes a swift, sharp jab to his side, and it is going to be GG called by EE. Game 1 of this best of 3 is going to go to Vega, and what a couple of fights they've had in this game, and it's a well-deserved one. And you gotta be honest, it's always nice to see the Naga Siren taken down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, game 1 of the best of 3, StarLadder Season 12, Group Stages. Vega take the lead 1-0 before heading into the second fight. And as we can see from the scoreboard, really nice play coming out from Vega. Tusk, he's got to be the